Welcome back to Your Weekly Roar, the official voice of the Roar ecosystem, where we don't whisper, we roar. I'm your host, Dustin Hedrick, and I'm here with my co-host and best friend in life, Braden Billings. And today's episode is one you do not want to miss because we're calling this one Feel the Burn in April. Burn.
That's right. March was all about that bass, right? Uh, I know,
I
it's
can't
great,
help
isn't it?
it. Yeah, keep going, man. Keep going.
And it marked a major shift in the evolution of Roar. Here's what went down. We officially moved Roar Country Club governance to Base Chain. We began setting up our token One Roar for trading and utility on Base. And right now, as we speak, liquidity is about to go live within the week. This is a massive milestone. So here's what you need to do. Keep your eyes locked on X, formerly known as Twitter, because when it goes live, it's going to be huge. And the milestone will be announced right there on X first.
My kids always say when we go like places like Biltmore, like we just did the other day, a couple weeks ago, they always say, Poppy, say it, say it. And I say, it's huge. This is gonna be huge, guys. Not with an H, with a Y, huge. Um, I just want to say on that note, it's been a long, long journey getting here.
Yeah.
It is not easy, number one, to get listed anywhere. Number
Mhm.
two, it's not easy to do token updates and work through all the ether scan stuff, everything you got to do with Ethereum. It's not easy to do the DEX listings. It's not easy to get all of your contracts verified. It's not easy to get audits. It's not easy to do all the coding that's required to update, even in GitHub repos, to make sure your little icon shows up on tokens. None of that's automated. People think it is. It is not. None of that is easy. None of it is easy. And then to go to another chain and to work through the bridging contracts and to make sure that your token is compliant with everything it needs to be involved in all of OP, super chain, base, whatever you name it. All of it's not easy. And so now going through that for a second time, audits and everything else, folks, it's taking a lot to get here. And then it takes a lot to get liquidity listed. It takes a lot to get that into the right dexes. And then beyond that, let's be clear. This means, and this is why we say it's huge, this means that you can see us inside a Coinbase after this week. If there's anything that looks like us that's there, it's not us yet. But when you see that milestone go live on X, know that you can go inside a Coinbase and you can start to see Roar is there. My friends, we are here. We're partnering with Coinbase, Base Chain, and the biggest ecosystem in the world right now. So here we go. All right, so more on that. We're now moving forward to something even more critical for some of you guys who are really OGs and supporters from the beginning. So if you're out here and you're OG, here's the next reward for being a part of ERS, Executive Roar Society NFT collection. And if you've done that and you've been through us through this crypto winter, you're going to win right here. Here's what's going to happen. ERS, the Executive Roar Society NFTs are leveling up in a big way. They already give you access through Ethereum to our platforms, to higher yields on farming or whatever on our DeFi, all of that good stuff. But we're launching a whole new based character set on base chain in the coming weeks. So ERS is based, baby. And this drop is fully set up. It's ready to go. We're just not saying the date it's launching yet exactly, but it's coming. Listen closely. This is what's uber important. If you want to be included in the whitelist that's coming, you must hold your Ethereum based ERS NFT on your wallet. The wallet snapshot is what determines access. If you've got it listed on a market for sale, it will not be in that snapshot. We're not saying when the snapshot comes, but we're telling you it's coming. So again, you need it on your wallet to be a part of that snapshot. Then you fit the whitelist, and then your wallet is going to be able to mint the next ERS based NFT. That's important because these are not going to bridge across. You use this NFT on that chain to lock in farming rewards and access from that chain. And do you see what we just did to your original ERS NFTs? We made them more valuable because we're giving them more reach right now before we even get there, as they're going to continue to have value on the Ethereum chain and access there. and they're going to unlock so much more. We aren't even mentioning on this call. So no ETH based ERS NFT, no whitelist access. Just telling you. So prepare. You can buy it afterwards like everyone else, but is only holder wallets that'll be in the snapshot. And we will not announce when that snapshot's happening because we're going to have people playing this and pumping and dumping. We're going to be equal. You have to be ready. We're not releasing that information until we do, and then it's done. So get ready.
Thank you, Dustin. June target, right? We are targeting June for this launch, and that isn't just a drop. We're talking about platform season three. This connects directly into the next evolution of the ecosystem. And season three is going to focus heavily on liquidity farming, incentives, strengthening the One Roar token on both Base and Ethereum, and aligning rewards with long-term ecosystem growth. But that's not all.
That is not all. There's a lot of software coming.
Hmm.
My friends, we've said over and over that we have a lot of software in the pipeline. Don't you think we might be announcing that when we have the most eyes on us at one time? And we may just mic drop in such a way that is shocking to everyone?
Hmm.
Yes, that's what we're doing. So you can see that's coming with consensus. We'll talk about that in a minute. Consensus 2026. We got plans for you. We love CoinDesk. We love the community. We have exciting things coming, but
Yeah.
we'll tell you about one right here. So here it is, ERS Penthouse Suite. You've been waiting for it. You've wanted it. And here's the deal. ERS Penthouse Suite is a social networking platform just for NFT holders, for the 10,000 holders of the ERS NFT, and the coming base chain NFTs will have access as well.
Mhm.
You OGs with Ethereum, you're going to have preferred access. So if you're getting on with us with Base, welcome. We love you being here, but you're probably going to want an Ethereum one too, because inside the NFT, the Penthouse Suite, those OGs that were here with us in the beginning, you get that preferred treatment. Why does that matter? Do you remember a little thing called Oracle AI that we're going to enable in there later? Holy wow. It's going to go from social networking to more, and that plays into software we're not announcing on this call. I'm just saying, oh my goodness, this is going to get insane. So there's something you've been waiting for months and months and months, since almost last year. Some of you guys jumped in last year in March in our first drop. Can you believe it's been a year? And here we are. And now the Penthouse Suite is coming full force. It's going to be that social networking platform. It's going to be exclusively for ERS NFT holders. It's not months away. It's not someday anymore. We're talking weeks, days. We're here. We're already deep into the March based system, and that's our season, and that's what's coming next. And it's even bigger.
I'm so glad I get to do this part. Uh, let's talk about April because April is fire, right? We've been talking about this for a little while, dropping little hints. April 15th, 2026, a large portion of our ecosystem tokens will unlock. And with that, we are announcing a major One Roar token burn. Did you catch that? Now we are releasing the we're not releasing that number just yet, but that reveal will happen live on April 15th. What we can talk about is how we earned the right to burn. Dustin, why don't you tell us?
We earned this burn, community.
We
And
really did.
this goes to the internal team. This is not just Braden and I. This is not a pumper outside of us. This isn't even cute social media groups. This has literally to do with the team that's in our marketing team internally, our community support team, and so much more. And I'm going to dig into it and give you actuals so you understand. So, guys, this is not random. We have been working for since last fall, before we ever even mentioned Cosm. We've been working on this for you all since the claim process started back in September 9th of last year, and
Mhm.
it ends September 10th of this year. Think about what we're talking about at the same time as pressure from the claim is going to be ending in just months. As we're creating pressure with new software release, as we're creating pressure with new functions for the Roar itself, as we're creating pressure with heading to events and meeting with people, and we only talk about investors trying to get in. We're talking about
Yeah.
we did all of this from last fall, planned and implemented very quietly, very purposefully. This has
Mhm.
been the result of discipline, execution, and evolution. And you guys, we get to share now. Brandon and I have been waiting to share this for a long time. This has been our little baby secret
Mhm.
that we've been excited to talk about, but we had to wait on legal to catch up with us, right?
That's
So here
right.
we are. So this, again, this is not by happenstance. This doesn't come by stumbling into leadership. This is leadership and team internal working their tails off
Mhm.
and being disciplined, executing literally when no one's watching, and evolving over time to meet the narratives and the market. And the market and narratives, the timing, even government conversation is with us. This is it. Guys, this is that moment to roar. So, number one, we've had marketing efficiency and earned media. Now, when we started years ago, we paid a lot. Most of our budget over the entirety of Roar has been
Yeah.
in marketing and community support. You wouldn't know it. Not in the development. We've been doing so much in-house, so much hardcore work on our own. But we dramatically increased our reach while lowering waste in that
That's right.
marketing space. So at the very beginning, it looked like we reached a lot, but we didn't. We found out who was bots, who was real, who was fake. We shifted from paid noise like that to earned attention.
Mhm.
And it's been purposeful. We've got people in our team that are focusing on that attention and following data. And we've got systems we built that actually
Mhm.
tell us and inform us on all of our data everywhere we are. So we're pouring more and more into the podcast and why it's probably going to broadcast because we recognize where the noise is, where the waste is, and where attention can be earned. We're talking about Cosm, like the events we've gone to, CoinDesk, Consensus. These are high valued events and invites. Token 2049, which we are going to go to the postponement when it comes up, but Dubai has pushed it off into the future. But we
Mhm.
focused our narrative due to these. We hit the right audiences, even when you weren't watching. One on one, we've made trips and met with people, and we've hit our audiences, and we built something even more powerful, a community driven marketing engine. We have believers in our crowd in what we do in Roar, and they are pushing that narrative every single day, and you don't see it on social media.
That's right.
We're in calls daily with these folks who are high test, high energy, high impact, high investment participants in our community.
Mhm.
Our Discord, on top of that, didn't just survive the worst crypto winter that Roar's ever faced. They
Yeah.
pushed forward. They became our amplification, our voice, and one of the strongest parts of our entire team. So we had X as our main platform to get information out. We started moving our PR to there. And we had Discord in there just working away with those memes and those goofy things and putting up posts and shouting us out and reaching and growing. And they grew that stuff, guys. That team is amazing. Pat yourself on the back if you're part of Discord. We appreciate you. You guys are awesome. You helped us lower the spend, get a higher return, get real people, real impact, which led at the same time to the best next steps for earned media in marketing. And we have earned media. That means that we don't have to pay for it. They're coming looking for us. They want to feature us, talk about us, and put our name out there. This is a new season. Number two, infrastructure cost optimization. We made hard moves, guys. We built what we could ourselves. We pulled in tight as a development team. We
Mhm.
renegotiated partner contracts. Some of the partners came to us and offered it straight up. That was wonderful. Thank you for doing that. If you're one of those partners, you guys during a crypto winter, that's the right moves. Take care of your community. We optimized everything we could. We cut down every bit of waste. And the result is from these two things alone, from the marketing and the infra work, it resulted in $750,000 saved in the last year, $750,000 saved versus spent that would have been burned, and 1.5 million plus projected savings moving forward for the next year. Let that sink in. That's not even revenue. That is savings. We had revenue and savings. I won't get into the revenue right here. So then the third thing is investor and partner momentum is kicking in because you have the right kind of leadership, you take the right kind of steps, you get the right kind of partners and investors, investments. So here's where it gets interesting. We've seen massive increase in interest from investors, partners, and strategic alliances, alpha partners, because we have software we've not talked about. There are people out there that want to be alpha partners to test it in their ecosystems, licensing and more. My friends, I love small transactions and lots of partners. Bring it on. This has allowed us to expand faster, travel more, unlock new opportunities, and at the same time save money. You guys, let me say, we travel more, we did more, and we save money.
Mhm.
Who does that? So here's the key shift. We went from buying visibility to having it given or earned. We went from having to talk about ourselves to people talking about us and bringing people to the table to meet with for the last 6 months. We have not missed a month without conversations with market makers, shakers, and movers who want to be in our corner or already are in our corner as we go forward. Through promotion, networking, partnerships, licensing, and behind the scene deals, we have massively moved this forward. And instead of taking that, which we could, we've set that tokenomics apart. If you look at our tokenomics, this was supposed to pay the team and the founders. And instead of just taking a big chunk out of you guys, what are we doing as founders and teams? We're giving it back to the ecosystem in this burn.
So when we say burn, baby, burn, it's not just hype. It's math, it's strategy, it's execution. And April is the month where all of this comes together. And on April 15th, you're going to see something that will shock the ecosystem.
I like shocking ecosystems in a good way.
We're not stopping there though, because we're already preparing for Consensus 2026. Shout out to CoinDesk, uh,
CoinDesk.
where we're a featured startup. We've already been accepted as a featured startup, and we're in the final rounds now for one of the most sought after opportunities of the year.
Stage slot, baby.
I know,
Stage
right?
time.
I can't wait. And if we land on that stage, we're not talking about us, we're talking about you. This is community ecosystem and the whole movement, right? That's what we get to do.
It's our pleasure, guys. We wouldn't be here without you. There are a lot of technology developers out there who never made it and great ideas
Mhm.
because they didn't have the right support, they didn't have the right team, right structure, or the right community. And we'll say thank you to everyone out there. Now, this goes out to everyone, all you little social media groups, all you different channels out there. There are even platforms we can't even get into ourselves to
Mhm.
launch our own groups, but there are people talking about us in those platforms. Thank you. If it weren't for all of you, everyone taking part, everyone on Bitmart, MEXC, who are actually buying this token from, overseas and everywhere around the planet. This is not a US movement. This is a worldwide movement. If
Mhm.
it weren't for our partners like Zeev Optimism and some of those teams that have gotten us here with our chain and more, we wouldn't have been able to build our app specific software on our app specific chain to do what we're doing. Now we can launch on so many more chains and we get to expand our reach massively more. And that's around the world as well. That team,
Mhm.
200 members of that team just around the world. We're grateful. So we want to say that when it comes to these points, yes, we'd easily take a win and pocket it, pump and dump a token, but we don't believe in that. We would rather see the win come from everyone being lifted with the value of that burn, removing all that from liquidity, taking that pressure off the market, and even recouping what was pushed out in the claim. So you guys get ready for that. It's going to be huge. It will blow your mind. And when we give you that April 15th, that number on April 15th, watch for it when we do that thing and when we do that video. It's going to be one of those things that we hope actually literally gives a fire, a spark to the tender in the market to not just light up Roar as an ecosystem with integrity, but the idea that crypto, Web3, AI, and the like are in it not just for ourselves and what founders can take, but what communities, when they pull together like you have, can give and how it benefits everyone. And we hope that rising tide will raise all ships. And if we do get time at Consensus, Coindesk, if you're watching, please, we get time on stage.
Yeah.
The one thing that I would like to say at this point is Roar is not a maxi movement.
Mhm.
We want to maximize the effect of this movement on all who have stayed through the good times, the bad, and the ugly with Web3, crypto, and AI, And that includes all you guys with your meme tokens and all you OGs out there who are in the JPEG GIF swapping clubs, NFT holders. We're here for you. So let's recap. March was all about that base. April is burn, baby, burn. And June is going to be ERS and platform evolution and a massive release of software that we didn't mention. So June is really an ecosystem software release month that Lord willing we'll get to share about from Consensus's stage because we kept it secret this long. Why not use the best platform we can get to shout about it? So right now, we're just getting started. If you're not already following, now might be a good time. If you're not already holding, now's not too late. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss something big. This has been your weekly roar. And until next time, stay loud, stay sharp, and always roar. You guys take care. Thanks, Brandon, for being on. We'll see y'all next time.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.